Good morning again. I just finished boiling the eggs, which is about 20 minutes, give or take. When you have the eggs and you're boiling them, okay, and they're done, you take them out, drain, put the pot in the sink with the boiled water, turn the tap cold water on into the pot, because it helps cool down the eggs. And then what you do, see, I already peeled the eggs already, but when you're doing that in the sink, it's easier that way. So when you did that, you peel the eggs, put them in the bowl like this. Then, once you've done all the eggs, lots of eggs, see? All these eggs. Then you actually, because you're going to do deviled eggs, okay? Then you get the egg, you cut it in the middle like that. See? And that's how you know it's ready. See how it's done? That's how you know it's done, okay? What you do with these is you put them in a container. You can either use a glass container or a plastic container. You put the egg yolk, this is the egg yolk and this is the egg white. Well, common sense, right? You know. Okay, so there you go. You just plop it in there. Take any other stuff extra in there. And you keep doing that. So you repeat this so many times. Because, now, don't worry about your eggs looking perfect. Like, oh God, mine don't always turn out the way I like them to. But guess what? They're still cooked. They're still tasty. You put this like this. Now, and you just pop it in. So you keep repeating this stuff constantly. You put them on the plate, the ones without the yolk, see? Like that. It's like a little mini cup. Okay? So that's like deviled eggs, little mini cup. Okay? Then you do this. Once you keep doing this and finishing it off, then you gotta put mayonnaise and I put garlic powder. People put salt or pepper or even onion powder, or well, some people like it colorful, like paprika. The fun thing about deviled eggs is you can make them with mayonnaise, or I use Miracle Whip. I have to say it, okay. But I do use Miracle Whip, okay? Because it's actually really good. It's a mayonnaise. And that goes well with it. But some people use Hellmann's mayonnaise, which is fine. It goes by taste, okay? So you do your favorite mayonnaise, and you mix it in with the eggs. But right now, I'm just tell you what needs to be done. Right now, I am just making the eggs. Okay, so I'm just cutting it up like this, putting these on the plates, because if I put them on the plates, then it's like a little serving dish for people, okay? And your eggs don't have to be perfect. The only time to really want them to look extra 100% is if you're bringing to a big family reunion, or you're gonna be, you know, if you're a professional and you want to make it look excellent, then you got to make it look really nice and pretty. Okay? So don't have to worry about perfection as long as it's nice and tasty and clean, and there you go. You just keep going. See? There you go. See? And I got a second plate because, well, I'm making a lot. See how I got see? Lots of this. It doesn't look pretty, but it will afterwards. The fun thing about deviled eggs is, well, good thing about deviled eggs is that it goes far. If you've got a big family, you make a bunch of this. It's cheap, cost efficient. You don't really spend a lot of money on it. And with deviled eggs, you need a little extra. You need food for the kids, right? Or any other relatives that's living in your household. And then you have it in the fridge. Once you have all the deviled eggs done, you put them in the fridge with saran wrap, and you leave them for 2 or 3 days max. But you can, people who are picking in a hot day, have picky foods, this is a healthier choice than all the processed food that's out there. Oops. Now the one thing is, if an egg falls apart, like this white one just did, all you have to do is just put it in with it. It's not going to do any harm. I've done it before, so it won't do any harm. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't want the egg white that's like broken, put it aside, and then you can have a little snack. So you don't waste the eggs. When you don't have a lot of money, and you need to feed a big family, this is and you need protein in the household, so you can keep your vitamins. Eggs is very cheap, and you can get more for your money if you spread it out. So deviled eggs is one way, so they can have a little extra food in the household in the fridge, right? And honestly, chances are they're not going to go to waste. You put the favorite seasoning that's in there that you like, that you know most of your family likes, then it'll do well. See, almost done. Here we go. Let me just check to see if the camera's working. Okay, see my hand? I'm just checking to see. Yep, good, the camera's working. Good, okay. Hold on. Okay, just making sure. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rinse this bowl out. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm just rinsing the bowl out because you gotta have a nice bowl, right? In order to make your deviled eggs. Actually, I don't even know if I need this one. I got that. Okay, anyways. Wash my hands. Oh, one thing I forgot is a fork. So I'm gonna get a fork. Get a fork to mash this up. I mean, you could use a masher, but I mean, you only got a little bit of things. So you just mash it up. Smashy, smashy. Doesn't look appealing, but if you mash it up, it's easier when you're mixing in the mayonnaise. Okay, see the mayonnaise? All right. I know I'll probably put too close to the camera there. Then there's garlic powder. And on top, just for decoration, pepper. Okay? Nice tasty pepper. Now everybody's got their own taste and styles. So you just do what you think you like on your eggs. Some people use salt. Well, I don't really use salt very often because there's already sodium in a lot of things nowadays. So if you don't want salt, don't add salt. I'm not adding salt, but other people do. Garlic powder adds a little extra different flavor to it, right? So you keep mashing it up. See how I'm mashing it up? Look at that. Don't worry about the white ones. These are fine. Don't do anything. So it's actually fine. If you have one egg when you're boiling after you peel the egg and it's all warped of a deviled egg so it doesn't look pretty, put it aside. And then if you want half the snack, right, you can have that later. Put it in the fridge, saran wrap it. So I hope I'm not talking too fast because I'm still learning how to use a camera and doing this at the same time. I am not a professional at this, but I am good at cooking. So I may not be a professional at talking to cameras, right? However, I'm having fun trying this to see how it goes. Right? So I hope you guys are looking at my other video with the, what's it called, chicken pepper wraps. Okay. Well, I think it's called chicken fajitas. They're good too. You know? So, one thing about cooking. Once you get a hang of something you like, you want to change it up so that you think you'll enjoy it better, then do it. That's what's good about cooking. You try new things. Okay, so this should be mashed up enough. Now, I'm going to use a spoon. And I'm going to scoop some of the mayonnaise. See, this mayonnaise is called Miracle Whip. I use Miracle Whip. Other people use Hellmann's. I think I like this because it has a tangier taste. If you want one that doesn't have as much of a tangy taste, then use the other one. Now, 4 heaping teaspoons to start with, because you're using about 20 eggs, okay? So you go by what you like. You don't want it too dry, but you also don't want it like soup, okay? Like thick soup. You want to make sure it's pasty, but nice. See, you keep stirring it up, mixing it up. Let me just check the camera for a second. You say, oh, well, you can't really see it, can you? Okay, hold on a second. How about I move over a little bit closer? Oh, great, that goes in garbage. Ah, I dropped an egg white thing, but that's okay. Okay, now, see? And you keep mixing it up. In case you guys want to know where my counter looks so weird, it's because, well, I don't have a lot of room in my house, so I'm using a freezer, okay? So when you don't have a lot of room, you gotta have to actually improvise with what you do have in your own house, okay? So, I have a little freezer, and I'm using a little freezer to mix some food up, okay? It comes in handy if you don't have much room. So it's like a long, kind of like an oversized table, but not. Counter, that's what it is, like an oversized counter. Okay, I'm going to need more, so I'm going to do a lot more. So you keep going, because you don't want it dry. So you kind of just play it on there. If you're using a lot of eggs, you can do up to 10 heaping teaspoons, okay, of mayonnaise, okay? I'm not counting how many. I'm just winging it, okay? That's one thing about having to cook. Once you get used to things, you kind of wing it, because you're used to it, right? And you know the texture that you want with your deviled eggs. And you just keep mixing. See? You keep mixing. You want to make sure that your mayonnaise is mixed uniformly with the deviled eggs. I mean the eggs. The egg yolk. Okay, so the egg yolk mixed thoroughly together with the mayonnaise. Once you do that, then, here's the fun part. You just sprinkle the garlic powder, okay? Now, I'd say go slow, which you're not used to depending on the container. All right, just go like this, a little extra. Okay, there you go. So, I don't know how much it is. I say about maybe a teaspoon, sprinkled evenly. Not perfectly, but evenly. Okay? So, mix it up thoroughly. There you go. Now look how that looks. It's not bad, eh? That's not perfect. That's one thing about it. You just want taste to be good. Now, if you're not sure if the taste is nice, hold on. Let me see the full. Okay, good. See? Now there you go. Just fixing the camera. I'm gonna get a spoon to taste it. It'll get separate. You don't want to redo the spoon. Get a separate spoon and taste it. You don't think it's. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. So I wonder if I should put a little bit more mayonnaise. Okay, maybe a little more. I like a little tang. So the good thing is I have another spoon here. 1 and 2. A little bit less then. Just because you want a little tang, but you also want a little spice. And then you just thoroughly mix it. I'm using a plastic container. There we go. You can use a glass container too. Just as good. Now, go rinse my hands out and then come back. Pardon me. I'll clean my hands.